Now, there we go. Hi, everybody.
Hey guys.
Welcome
What's
to
up,
Dungeon
everybody?
World.
Hello. Welcome. Hi. Are we that good, huh? Everybody's doing that great?
your sound kind of dips.
Oh, I just have to shout into the microphone.
I think so.
Myself, GM bronchitis. That's fine. Do it. I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
Streamer's looking exceptional this week.
I'm doing well.
Shall we begin with the traditional introductions?
Please. Sorry.
Okay, someone who's not me, go ahead and start. Tell us who you are. What are you doing? What horrible mistake has led you down this dark path?
I'll start. I'm Stephanie. I work with Misscliks. We are here filling in for Misscliks D&D just until the end of this month. Actually, we have, I think, 2 more sessions after this because we're taking 1 week off. And I'm happy to be here. I am a social media person. That's what I do for work. And I'm here because I like Dungeon World. And I like you. I'm just kidding. I don't like you.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
The good one was for me. The bad one was for everyone else.
Kira, who are you?
I'm Kira. I play games and stuff. My name is Kira McGran. I am a queer feminist living in Columbus, Ohio. I like playing tabletop games and writing them. I just designed one recently. Well, a hack of one, fate hack, about lesbian detectives in a queer noir world. It's totally weird and awesome.
Awesome.
Look it up on the internet.
That sounds rad.
Did you say queer noir?
Queer noir. I made it up.
That's so cool.
I'm pretty excited about it, actually. Yeah.
Oh, my name is Libby B.
Yeah.
I'm also a streamer. It's my occupation at the moment. I play lots and lots of StarCraft 2. It's my favorite game. I do actually play other games as well. But you'll most likely catch me playing StarCraft 2 on my stream. If you can follow me on Libby B, that's twitch.tv/LibbyB, and my Twitter, LibbyB, but with 4 E's.
Did you start with the regular one and every time you rebuild it, you have to put another E on?
Yeah. Well, no, not actually. It was taken from the beginning.
Who took Livy B? That's so rude.
Yeah, let me get weed on the phone. Let's fix this.
Somebody's squatting. Jess?
Oh yeah, me. Hi guys, I am Jess. You can follow me on Twitter at Sylden, SYLDENN. All of my art stuff is also under the name Sylden. If you go to Etsy and search Sylden, you'll find my shop. I make some geek prints. I have D20 prints and StarCraft prints available, so check me out there.
Very fun. Who are you, Adam? Leading us on this journey of wonder and blood and guts.
Leading and wonder. Yeah, my name in your human tongue is Adam. I'm a master. I'm here, because just buckets of money. I've been paid to I'm rich. So thanks for that, everybody. No, all of that is a lie. There's no money in games. Yeah, I invented this ridiculous game. Well, I co-invented it with somebody who doesn't matter. Just kidding, Sage. Yeah, and we're going to be telling as a group the bloody and often tragic origin story of some future first level characters who at the current moment are some of them more mutilated than others. You guys are actually doing pretty good. We've only lost 4 of the original 12 so far. We're playing Dungeon World. It's a variant of Dungeon World called Funnel World that takes some concepts from the Dungeon Crawl Classics role-playing game. It's a super cool supplement. So why don't we remind ourselves and each other of what happened last time, aside from multiple character deaths. Actually, let's start there. I think Kira, you're winning right now with 0. Well, 0.5. I think Blythe counts as a semi-death. How did that happen? What's wrong with Blythe?
I remember she got her arm cut off because she was inside some kind of satanic church, and one of Livy's characters cut it off. I think who was it again?
To save your life.
Don't forget.
Elodia, the trapper.
Brave Elodia sliced off your arm with the chaos axe that you found in the ice tomb below.
We stole from the frozen armored person.
I think someone met an ill fate in that particular tomb. Jess, do you remember?
It was our dear Thorfivial met a very horrible fate.
I think Thorfivial is Elven for incinerated horribly.
Yeah, it might be actually something along those lines. Yeah, she got a little too curious about a mystical looking door and got a face full of fire.
Like you do.
So, curiosity killed the thrower.
It's a known phrase,
Yeah.
It is now.
Absolutely. Lily, who'd you lose last session?
I lost my blacksmith.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Poor Darrell.
Darrell.
The emotional part of the party.
It was well, she couldn't really go on too long before she realizes her whole family is gone, so
I seem to remember Darrell's exit being quite dramatic.
Yeah, a little bit. She didn't die a very peaceful death.
I think
that way.
Being chopped into pieces by beastmen. I would not want to go that way personally.
Yeah, it was a sacrifice that she was willing to make for her friends.
That's a good way of framing
She was stalling the horde.
I like that. Yeah. And the other Daryl.
The other brother Daryl. The other sister Daryl.
Daryl too.
Yes, Daryl died. Covered in stuff, burned to the flesh, I believe.
Yeah, I have. That? Yeah, I know here you were killed by the tar creature. Oh, you got Tasha Yard. Oh no. Poor Daryl. So those are our fatalities from the last session. But everybody's got some characters remaining. Some of you more than others. Gwen the swineherd is still alive. So
unbelievably so.
Yeah.
Both pigs too.
Yeah, the pigs are still alive.
That's astonishing.
So when we last saw our, I want to say heroes, but you're not, sad peasants. I believe you had all fled the keep after the attack of the giant walrus man and his friends. Who was it? It was the elves, right, that lured the walrus dude to his death?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was mostly. Who was in the lead? I can't remember. Galileo, maybe?
Galenial, I think was.
I'm gonna
space into the chat if anybody hasn't seen it. I made a little flow chart for the current.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
I use that to keep track of whose characters are whose and what name. I made it for me, and then just coincidentally also shared it with you.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Okay, so you guys have fled the keep proper anyway, and I think ended up hiding in the marsh, like under a log or something. Yes. It's the middle of the night. A storm is beginning to storm. So yeah, you're in this marsh, all kind of hidden. The beastmen have been like searching the keep for you. And still somewhere in this keep is the other kidnapped villagers from your village. They've gone missing, taken from the village, and are somewhere within the keep, as well as potentially some treasure. So something to keep in mind. What would you like to do here in the swamp?
What do you think we should do, Galenial? They're searching for us right now.
It's a shame we don't have any dwarves in our pack, because we'd be able to smell out that treasure. And I think wherever they're keeping that treasure is where they're keeping our fellow villagers. I really feel like we should find the villagers, though. We owe it to our tribe.
I agree. We're gonna have to sneak past these first. She looks at I don't know, are they walking by us or something?
Yeah, that's
No.
what I was wondering.
They haven't, or they don't seem willing to after the death of their alpha, their walrus alpha. They don't seem like as brave as they were before. When you saw them, they came out and sort of timidly looked around the keep, but you haven't seen them emerge, though it's quite dark still, so hard to say.
Can we take a gander at our surroundings?
Yes, absolutely. Who would like to take the lead on that? Who's going to be looking about? Who's going to poke their head up out of the muck and have a look around?
Oh yeah.
What's
I think
the
I can
stat
have
that it would be based on? Are we rolling?
Well, it sounds to me like one of Kira's characters because it's her clan. But it is, it's wisdom. So.
No, we'll do it.
No,
My elf troubadour.
Okay. Still flush with elven adrenaline from dropping the walrus man in the goo.
Yeah, her eyes are popped out even more than normal. What do I roll my thing? Where's the thing?
On this game.
Sorry. I can't remember how to do this.
2d6 plus whatever your wisdom modifier is currently. And it's /r. Space.
It's like r/.
R/.
The other way.
Okay. So,
Do you have a bonus or a penalty to your wisdom?
Destiny.
So you emerge from the muck and cast a glance around. Now you're an elf, right? Can elves see in the dark, or are you just as limited as a human? Tell me about your elf eyes. Your popped out elven eyes.
My eyes are totally weird, and they can see sometimes even more than in the dark. You see weird stuff in the dark, maybe.
Like infrared.
So you're the predator. I see. You see Arnold Schwarzenegger. He attacks you.
Though they're just in my elf face.
Yeah. Okay. So you can ask me. Keeping that in mind, you can ask me one question from the Discern Realities list.
Yes. I will ask.
Oh, I need my basic moves sheet.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Unusually large leeches, primarily. The beastmen don't seem to be an issue, but you are neck deep in chaos swamp, so
That's terrible.
it is terrible. Yeah, we're gonna get all stand by me in a second. You better get out of there.
Okay, Toniel jumps out of the mud, looks down at her body in terror, trying to find whatever might be clinging.
What's your luck, Tenonio?
4.
A 4?
That's really low.
Oh man.
Oh no.
On the inside of one leg, on your thigh. There's definitely a big black rubbery tube. It looks like a wool sock, but with and it's chewed through your hose. I guess you're a minstrel, so you're probably wearing something flouncy. And it's attached itself to your leg, and you didn't feel it at first because there's this sort of blackish numbing fluid that it secreted. But yeah, there's this leech about this big, about that big around. What you can do?
She screeches and tries to pull it off of her frantically.
Okay, so other villagers, you see this. You see Tenoniel cast a glance about, and then suddenly kind of leap up from the water, and you can kind of see the dim moonlight glinting off of its slimy hide as it writhes around on her leg, and then she starts screaming. Of course, it's pitch perfect screaming because she's an elven troubadour. But beautiful, you're all ensorcelled by the screaming. You want to do anything? Anyone want to try and help? Or?
I would definitely jump out
Okay.
and
Is this
check myself.
Lavinia or Ackwell?
I mean, both people.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
The royal we. Okay.
Lavinia has a staff. If I don't have anything on myself, I'll smack the thing off of her if it doesn't work, what she's doing. Or at least try.
All right. So does anyone else have a luck of lower than, let's say, 8?
Both of my characters.
Wait, okay.
Wait, let me see.
A luck lower than 8 has a leap to them.
Okay.
It's significantly more dangerous for Lavinia because your body mass compared to that of the leech is considerably more on the level. So, yeah, Lavinia, maybe you're already starting to feel a little dizzy. I mean, you're drunk all the time anyway, but
Right.
yeah.
But I feel less pain, right? So I'm gonna rip.
I mean, nobody feels
I'm
any
drunk.
pain. The
Right.
thing, no one really noticed.
That's true.
Livy, you and Jess, do either of you guys have characters that are lower?
I have a character that is 8.
Okay, 8's fine. You're safe. You're leech free.
Yes.
How's Gwen? What's Gwen's luck?
12.
Okay, no leeches.
We good.
Gwen.
Terrible.
Anyone with a leech on you needs to do something about it. It sounds like, Tenoniel, you're just going to try and yank yours off.
Yeah, just like rip it off horribly.
Okay.
I don't have any other options either.
I could stab it too, but ripping it is more dramatic.
Ripping it is more dramatic. Okay. Why don't you defy the danger of bleeding to death? You're talking.
Didn't this just start?
Yes. It's like 24 whole minutes in. Come on. A quota to maintain.
Fantastic.
All right. Go ahead there, Tenoniel. Let's see how your elf body stands up to leech ripping.
Fine. No. What am I doing?
2d6.
It's a good question. What are any of us doing, really? Oh,
No.
that's very poor. You don't even have enough luck to make that a partial failure, do you?
No. Yes, it would be a 7 if I spent all my luck right now.
You can't go down to 0.
No.
0 luck and you just evaporate.
You just die.
Yeah, just the gods curse you and you die immediately. Okay, so you grasp the slimy leech in both hands and in a panic, like wrench it from your leg. And it tears away a big chunk of skin and flesh with it. And yeah, I mean, looking down, you can see that where the leech was, there's now kind of a serrated hole, and there's like a vein sticking out, just squirting blood into the swamp. You immediately start to like get lightheaded and wobble a little. What color is elf blood, by the way? I don't think we've seen an elf get this badly injured.
I think it's blue. Yes, it is blue.
All right, so is it like sparkly blue, like kids' toothpaste?
It's like a violet blue that sparkles and it has diamonds in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
How come elves are not extinct then if they have diamonds in them?
I know. It sounds like it's worth something.
No one's really discovered it yet. Because the diamonds are invisible until they're cleansed of the blood.
Oh, I see. They're cursed diamonds. Diamond
Ooh.
really common in this world. People use diamond for everything. I have a house made of diamond. No big deal. More importantly, the bleeding to death part. We can talk about the diamonds later. O'Neill, why don't you take... I'll let you roll. Why don't you take a... Let's make this difficult but not impossible. Take a d8 damage.
Okay.
How many hit points do you have?
A certain amount.
Oh no.
Is it more than 6?
That's more than the amount of hits that I have.
Tenoniel, leap to the...
Oh no.
Alright.
God.
So Tenoniel, you have but a moment as your lifeblood gushes from an artery or vein or whatever in your leg. What do you do in your last seconds of life? Anything to say to the party before you pass on?
She grabs Tenoniel's hand and looks her in the eyes. Or not Tenoniel. Galenial. And she says, I'm sorry. I failed you.
Okay. All right. So Tenoniel, you collapse into the swamp, and Galenial, do you say it in Elven?
Yeah, of course. And it's like a song. Of course, it's like a dying song that only elves know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh. It's the song of Rubies. Oh.
Full of grief and blood and broken hearts.
Heavy.
Got serious.
All right. And Galenial, save versus sadness. No, you don't have to say versus sadness. You're now settle.
Oh no.
All right, who
Too
else?
proud to cry.
Who else has leech problems to deal with? Lavinia and Ackwell?
Yep.
Alrighty, what are you gonna do?
I mean, I have a staff. Lavinia does, so I guess I can try to smack it off. It's the only other thing.
Okay, sure. You can defy danger with your strength. Your strength will bludgeon the leech from your body.
Okay. It's not anything.
Would you like to spend a luck to make this slightly less horrifying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How much luck do you have?
I have
total?
6.
Okay. Yeah. So you can bring it up to. I wouldn't. You can bring it up to a 10 if you want to. That would cost you 4 points, or you can bring it up to a 7, which is 1. And you'll be partly.
Let's do 1.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. You can take. I'll give you an option. So it can be primarily just like blood loss, and you can take the weakened condition, or you can take D4 damage but not be weakened. It's up to you. One there's a risk of death. The other one's a permanent, semi-permanent -1 to your strength rolls for the rest.
My
of the
health is only 2.
Okay, that sounds
like I have to go with the weakened condition.
Okay, cool. So you can mark that you're weak. You're weak. If you need to roll strength, you're at -1 to do so.
Okay.
Okay. Ackwell?
Ackwell is going to try to strangle the leech with his rope.
Oh.
All right.
That's awesome.
So you're just gonna wrap the rope around it and
Actually, I am carrying a pry bar apparently from
Okay.
Alette that I stole off of Alette's dead body.
Yeah. Okay.
So
All right. So you
I'll smack it off with that.
just jam the crowbar in there and break it off. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you're powering through. You're using your muscly muscles. So roll plus strength for Ackwell.
-1. Good job, Ackwell. I'm gonna spend some luck to get it to 7.
Okay.
2.
All right. So I think you can pry it off. That's no problem. But the acidic venom in the thing's teeth will ruin the pry bar in the pit.
I don't care.
Okay. So
Sounds
mark off the pry bar.
It's destroyed.
And your leg is okay, more or less, or wherever it is attached to you, lower body somewhere, and you're de-leached. I assume after that, are you all gonna flee back to dry land, or you want to keep around in the swamp?
Out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Away.
Anybody want to stay in the swamp? No.
No, God, no.
Nope. Okay, so leaving poor Tenoniel's corpse behind in the swamp, you all emerge from the muck, and after a few dancey, panicky moments, make sure you're all leech free. But yeah, now you're like damp and covered in swamp goo and kind of wet, and the keep looms ahead in the distance.
I guess we should proceed with caution.
Yes.
This is hard for me. I don't remember who's left.
I think Galaniel is gonna go ahead in front of everyone for a little bit, just to scout out the area, see if there's any imminent danger that lurks by.
Okay. All right. So so while you're all getting sorted, Galaniel, you head up the path. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you pass the strange kind of writhing tree where the bodies of those 2 humans lie, and approach the planks that lay across the moat. The gatehouse is ahead of you with the iron bars down on the ground, and then of course the entrance into the keep around the side where you went in over the pile. So from here, you can see kind of partly, like if you cross the moat, you could kind of peer through the gatehouse inside and maybe see kind of a limited window of what's going on in the keep. Again, remember, it's quite dark. Oh, but you're an elf. Never mind.
We got diamonds.
You can also see the tower where that bell was, and you can see the wall above you. It doesn't look like anyone's on the wall. You could maybe scale it, like it's pretty like knocked down. I don't know if I'm or not. But, yeah, what would you like to do?
I'll scale it. I'll see what's up there.
Climber up okay, so the wall, it's rocky and age worn, so there's lots of handholds, but it's it's got like moss and kind of slime on it because it's old stone and it's rainy and marshy in this area. So it's not it's not an impossible climb. But it's also not super safe either. So can you defy danger for me with your dexterity, please? The danger is that you get far way up and then fall.
Is that 2d6?
Yep, 2d6 plus your dex.
7.
Okay. So, what are you carrying? What equipment do you have?
I have 3 arrows and a short bow.
Okay, roll. Can you roll a d3 for me?
Is that bad?
You got 1. No, that's good. So in the climb, so you're climbing. Your quiver gets like caught. And in the process of being uncaught from the wall, one of your arrows falls out and tumbles down into the moat and disappears. So you lose it.
Oh.
No.
All things considered, pretty good. You could have fallen and died. So
I guess. Still wanted that arrow though.
Okay. So you get up on top of the wall where that beastman was before. Everyone the rest of the party, you're down below. You can see kind of in the moonlight. You can see Glenniel like climb up onto the top of the wall. And from here, you can see the courtyard on the inside, which is empty now. There seems to be a trail of like fire guttering in the rain, and you can see it from where you're standing. And it leads from the door of the like satanic temple, which is also kind of like smoldering in the rain, and then just like it's a straight line out into the middle of the courtyard where there's just like a small fire burning. And you don't see any sign of the beast. But if you want to take a minute to take like a closer look around, you're welcome to.
Yeah.
Anyone do that? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Okay, make a wisdom. You're gonna make a discern realities. Roll and add your wisdom.
Okay. Is that 2d6 again?
Yeah, 2d6 plus your.
Ooh, +1.
Nice.
Oh, check that out.
Nice.
Awesome. So you can ask me 3 questions from realities.
What here is not what it appears to be?
I mean, it's pretty straightforward from what you've seen. There don't really seem to be any kind of mysteries from this point. The tower, from where you're standing, is probably less well defended from the top. Like if you go into the tower and go down, it's going to be a lot safer than going down into the keep and coming into the front door.
Okay.
So the tower is not as impregnable as it seems from the ground. What else?
So penetrate from the tower.
Yeah. Well, you certainly can because you've Spider-Man'd your way up there.
Because I'm an elf.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
Was about to happen. If you were all to do nothing, the beastmen that saw you before, they've gone inside, and they're likely to report to whoever was the boss of the walrus guy. There's someone more powerful controlling them, and that person or persons are about to find out that you're here.
So we should stop them.
I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do.
We should definitely try and stop them. All right. I think I will report back to my...
You can ask one more question if you want to.
Oh, I got one more question.
Yeah.
Okay. What should I be on the lookout for?
You should be on the lookout for the now free like tar creature thing that was.
Oh yeah.
That's what that is. It burned the door down and is now kind of wandering around in the courtyard looking for stuff to light on fire.
That tar creature is an enemy to our enemies, right?
Maybe. I mean, it was never quite clear why it was locked up in there, except for the fact that it's like a living tar blob that lights everything on fire. I mean, aside from its personality flaws.
No one knows how to kill it.
No one likes it. It's really awkward at parties.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just wandering around hissing in the rain and being on fire. So.
All right. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
I will report back to my tribe.
Okay.
All right, guys. I march back. I ask my group, should we break into this place? I found out some things. I think we should act on it.
Yeah, we should.
Those are some very interesting things that you found out. And
Thank you for recapping all of that. It was
totally
very
do those
interesting.
things.
I agree.
Yeah, let's yeah,
Go through the tower.
I think the tower is the best bet.
Are we?
Finding something.
Is there like anywhere we can go that we can? Well, I guess we don't have any way to buy anything or like.
Well, the thing is that you represent basically the entire population of the nearest village. I mean, it's a role-playing game, so feel free. If you want to just totally go off the rails, I can handle it. You're like, you know what?
We just go home.
There is no home. I mean, your home is a bed. Like,
Right.
you are home. You're all here. Yeah, I mean, if you want to just, like, I don't know, like, join the Chaos Beasts, you're welcome to. But otherwise, yeah, you're kind of in a sticky spot.
All right, let's just go try to kill stuff.
Yeah.
Both of my characters have ways to hurt people, so I'm not.
Well, Elodie
I can
still
at
has
least
the
try.
axe.
Oh yeah.
We can use the magical powers of the axe.
The axe will save you.
Yes, it's got majestic powers.
Well, we know it's good at hewing limbs.
Right.
So there's that.
There is that.
Cleanly too. I mean, she's still alive, so.
And compassionately.
Yeah, there was that big dramatic moment with the, like, lightning and the chaos dude and
Yeah,
stuff.
that was awesome.
Was
Yeah.
Blythe the one that was the only one strong enough to carry that axe, though?
So,
Elodia also has 12 strength, so
Oh, okay.
she carries it, but with a, with struggle.
All right. So how would you like to breach the keep? You guys want to try and, like, lift the portcullis and go through the main gate, or do you want to, like, sneak around and climb over the rocks again? Like, there's no. I mean, you saw Glennia. There's nobody in the keep. Like, it's empty, and the blob. It's not like it runs fast or anything. So you might be able to evade it. Also, you didn't really get a chance to look around inside the chapel much. Like, it was kind of like, hey, a chapel, blob, death, fire, horribleness.
Right.
Now that it's been lured out, you might have a chance to get in there and dig around.
That could be interesting. I
Is
don't
the
want to try to
chapel
open that
still
gate again
I agree.
Yeah.
because I don't want the alarm to go off.
Right. We should just go the same way we came.
Yeah, you want to go around? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a little longer, but you don't have to try and lift the gate or anything. Yeah, I mean, you all managed to get back into the main courtyard of the keep. There's the well, the closed off well. There's the little, like, chaos shrine thing, the satanic temple. And there's the sinkhole that the walrus guy fell in. And then obviously the tower at the far end, whose door hangs ominously ajar. Yeah, in the middle of the keep, you can see this, like, like, it's not huge. It's maybe, like, pig-sized, if you were to hold up one of your pigs to compare. Pig-sized, like, blob of kind of molassesy looking goo that is slowly kind of squirming its way along in the courtyard, lighting the grass on fire.